Hello, sweeties! It's all happening, even though it probably feels as though nothing good is ever going to happen again. The point is, the planets are slowing down, giving us all a chance to catch up. We're getting to know ourselves again, and we're learning to appreciate the magic of just being alive. You know, we get so caught up in survival, we forget how to live. And what's amazing during times like this is how much people are willing to help. So if you're battling, reach out and ask for help. There's plenty out there, and it's coming from the most unexpected places. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe, it's free, and press the bell thing. You'll be sent reminders. That's enough of that. Let's get to the stars. Taurus, my little rosebud, are you looking even more gorgeous than usual? Well, yes, you are. But the weird thing is, every time you look in the mirror, all you can see is what's wrong with you. Which means this is probably not a good time to look in the mirror. You don't want to be booking plastic surgery or planning wild new hairdos or doing any of those mad things that are going to change your look. Not that any of those things are really possible right now. And that's probably just as well. Basically, you'll need to hold off on all radical new looks or mad ideas until the end of June. You aren't investing in anything huge either, or buying property online because it looks cute. In fact, for now, the best thing you can do is clear out the old stuff to make way for something new. But this right now is the in-between phase. The energies are messing with you and they're not telling you the complete truth. So just stay where you are and do what you're doing. That's perfect. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little bushy-tailed squirrel. How are you getting on with yourself? It's a weird question, but it's something you need to think about. The relationship planet goes into reverse on Wednesday and she's in your sign, which means you have to ask yourself how you feel about you. You'll have 6 weeks to make up your mind, but what's more important is that you have to figure out how to make yourself believe that you're the most fabulous person in your world. In other words, you have to fall in love with you. It sounds like such a cliche, but it's probably the hardest thing you'll ever have to do. To accept yourself exactly as you are and love yourself just because you're fabulous. Of course, all your other relationships will take huge strain while you're wading through this very teeny personal dilemma, but you'll have help. Your life is about to change, and you, eventually, will be really pleased that you had to go through all this. And the result is, you'll be magnificent, even more magnificent. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little nutmeg, aren't you adorable? You're trying so hard to look as if you're coping and refusing to admit that you're having the teeniest little nervous breakdown. It's fine. Pour yourself a large one and drink the whole thing in one go. Now, where were we? Firstly, you're just beginning to feel the strength of last week's full moon. It's taking a while to penetrate through the layers of your personal madness, but you'll get there. Secondly, the karmic planets have just moved out of your sign and wandered off to bug someone else. They've been with you for almost 2 years, so you've kind of gotten used to their endless prodding, but you haven't really learned to like it. So you will be rather delighted to hear that they've finally moved on. Now, all they're asking for are new ideas and a different look at your beliefs, but not just yet. For now, you're breathing a sigh of relief and giving yourself a night off. You deserve it. You can get back to fixing the world next week, or maybe the week after. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little cupcake, everything is going to be just fine. There you were, all set to throw in the towel, when a sudden wave of inspiration washed right over you and threw you into a completely different space. Isn't this fabulous? The point is, the world is what it is. The only thing we have control over is how we handle whatever gets thrown at us. And you're handling it all perfectly. You've had brilliant ideas and buckets of inspiration, and now you know what you have to do. As usual, of course, once you decide to get moving, you immediately expect the entire universe to jump up and follow you. Never mind about them. You just keep going. If ever there was a time to show off your particular brand of genius, that time would be now. Really interesting adventures are on the way, really soon. Keep going. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little Fruit Loop. Are you still determined to keep everyone happy? That's fabulous, except you're so grumpy from the exhaustion of it all that no one is noticing all your hard work. They just think you're in a permanent bad mood, which is hilarious. So enough of that. Besides, it's up to them to keep themselves happy. You can only do what you can do, and actually, you only need to do what you would like to do. All the rest is a complete waste of energy. Besides, this is your chance to ask for help. People will be really flattered that you asked. It's true. For now, you need to concentrate on yourself, on keeping your own relationships sane, bearing in mind that the relationship planet is driving backwards from Wednesday. And you need to hang on to your money. Don't make any big money choices until the end of June. For now, just stay really strong and be grateful for everything. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little buttercup, you'd better watch yourself. Your planet has gone into reverse and is handing out rose-colored glasses on her way, which means you're suddenly convinced that everyone is magnificent, except of course for the people in your space, and that the grass is much, much greener on that lawn next door. And of course you're getting ready to pack up your little suitcase and dash off with your new friends somewhere else. You might even have been persuaded to invest all your savings in some Wally who has invented a fabulous new spaceship that he's going to park in your garden. So listen carefully. You're currently completely nuts, and you will continue to be so until the end of June. No new decisions are good decisions. What is working though is that creative genius of yours. Get creating, you have a magic touch. And stick with the lovers you've got. They're perfectly wonderful just the way they are. We can look at that again later. For now, just be good. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little magician, you're in a fabulous space. Those gorgeous energies from last week's Scorpio moon are still buzzing around you, reminding you how extraordinary you are. It's as though the universe has put a magic wand in your hand and given you permission to play. But careful with this stuff, it's very powerful. You want to use it to make the world better. You are not allowed to turn into a controlling nutcase, as if you would. Obviously not. Besides, the love life is taking charge now. The planets are working with your emotional needs, making you much stronger and much more tolerant. If you're feeling misunderstood, try to understand. If you're feeling unloved, try to love. What you give out is what you get back. It's a universal law. Money, meanwhile, is making new plans. Open yourself up to different ideas. Explore your options. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my fluffy bear. This is the time to be extra kind to yourself. The relationship planet is taking a 6-week break, which leaves you wondering what happened to your love life. Just relax and give yourself permission to go with the flow. Don't take any of this personally because it's not personal. And do not make any big relationship decisions until July. If you meet someone fabulous online, just keep talking and exploring, but probably not a good idea to propose just yet. Sometimes that wild beating in your heart is not so much love as wild lust. So give yourself a little time to find out which is which. Oh, and no mad investments either. Just hang on to your money and say a definite no to your best friend's brilliant idea to build a space station in the park. Just calm yourself. Talk nicely to yourself. These are very gentle energies. Be gentle. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, you fabulous creature, are you getting ready to change? And yes, change is a good idea. The minute we stop changing and growing is the minute we die. So if you're willing to change, the whole process will seem much kinder and much more fun. Besides, if you're not willing to change yourself, the planets will simply do it for you. So you might as well get on board. Right now, career and home are both getting a second look. First, figure out how to maximize your earnings. Explore every idea that comes up and get ready to try anything new. But get your ducks in a row before you start throwing money around. Secondly, check your friendships. Some are going off the rails a little, and some are far more valuable than you realize. Thirdly, rethink your love life. Your needs are changing. Flexibility is essential. Be nice. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little raspberry, are you wondering what's going on with the finances? It's okay. Do not panic. Panic just stops the creative flow, and you need to be at your most creative now while you think about all the alternatives. Remember, the money hasn't left the planet. It's just moving in different directions. And you're the one who understands this fascinating world better than anybody. If you've been keeping a close eye on your balance sheet, you'll be fine. Better than fine. While you're at it, get rid of anything you no longer need. Your living space needs a cleanse. Cluttered energy makes it difficult for the magic to flow. Spare time, meanwhile, is being saved for a very mildly peculiar love life. Go gently with this. And make a decision to tolerate and in fact really like anyone who's different from you. Give yourself time to uncover their gifts. You'll be happily surprised. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my little pineapple. You'll have to watch those mad emotions for a while. The planet of love and romance goes into reverse on Wednesday, which is creating love dramas you're not sure how to handle. By the weekend, you'll be a little spitfire fighting with anyone who's giving you a hard time. Enjoy the feeling. You're not used to saying no, so it'll be great practice. But don't burn any bridges now. You'll miss them later, and then you'll go into a whole boring guilt thing. You know what you're like. So instead, how about making a list of your deepest desires and discussing it with the people who care? You might learn something useful. Money's looking really interesting too, so if you have any fabulous ideas, go with them. See where they take you. Nothing is too weird anymore. In fact, the world wants weird. Go have some fun with that. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little superhero. Just calm yourself right down. All those big plans to save the world are on hold for a while. So for now, just concentrate on saving yourself. The planets are messing with you, and no one is making any sense. So until the end of June, there'll be delays, vague promises, a touch of confusion even. No worries though. You're learning two fantastic lessons. Firstly, the world is not always what it seems. And secondly, you're not in control of everything or anything except maybe your own reactions. So make a decision to be really grateful for whatever comes your way, and you'll soon start to enjoy the adventure. Real magic is possible once you surrender to the process. Now, you need to decide what it is that you want. Be specific. The universe always needs clear instructions. Money's out there. Just ask nicely and love yourself just the way you are. That's it for Aries. Thank you, you fabulous creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Now, whenever you're feeling down, surround yourself in a bubble of golden light and tell yourself you're being protected. Then ask your angels to help you move to the next place. And keep smiling even if you don't feel like it. Smiling changes your vibration. Try it, even if you think I'm talking absolute garbage. What have you got to lose? Now, if you'd like to subscribe, just press the button. It's free. And you have a great week. And remind yourself every 5 seconds just how amazing you are. Give yourself permission to succeed. It's important. Bye now.